On this edition of Bite Me, we decided to go out and we landed here at the Jumeirah Zabeel Saray and at this fantastic Indian restaurant called Amala. Now, I also have a celebrity chef for you as a surprise. So let's go and meet him because he's going to make a classic with a contemporary twist. So now I'm with our very own celebrity chef, Pravish Shetty.
Hi.
Welcome back to Bite Me.
Yes, it's another episode. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, and today, instead of my kitchen, we get to be in the big restaurant, Amala Kitchen. Are you excited?
Absolutely. I mean, it's an exciting phase. Bite me into a professional kitchen.
I know. I've been waiting for this all my life. It's awesome. So, chef, tell us, what are you going to cook for us today?
Well, looking forward today, what I have planned is let us make some delight, which is like a bit of a local touch. So we got the Malai Tikka,
Okay.
taking it a step ahead, added a tadke wala Feta cheese into it.
Oh, wow.
So the combination of the cheese, the processed cheese and the Feta cheese along with it, it creates an amazing flavor on the grill.
I've never had anything like this and I am very curious.
Please, because I mean, my idea was, I mean, many of the local guests who are around in Dubai, they are visiting your place. Why don't you offer something like this?
I agree, and I love feta. There's always feta in my fridge. So how easy is this for a home chef to make?
I mean, it's very easy. I mean, if you look at the ingredients, it looks a bit long, but then it's just the compilation of how the things come together to give you the perfect product.
Okay, you're selling this so well, so let's begin, all right, chef?
Sure. First, what we do is we have 4 stages in this.
Okay.
First and foremost is marinating the chicken, tenderizing it, basically what we call it. And second stage is the marination, the actual flavor. And third thing is the smoking with the feta cheese. And finally, the grilling part.
Did you say smoking?
Yes.
I want to see
That's-
this. No, but this is so cool that you're going to smoke chicken and show us how to do it at home.
Yes, I mean,
Okay.
this is something, I mean, you get the flavor of the tandoor at home without a tandoor.
Excellent. Let's get started.
Sure. First, what we do is we take our chicken, but before that, we take some green chilies. I like
Okay.
the punch of green chili in the marination right within. So, and it marries well with the flavor of the feta cheese.
Yeah, because
So-
it numbs out the heat a little bit.
Exactly. So you take some green chili, you put some salt. Now this is the technique of using a proper chopped green chili. You rub it with the tips of your finger to get the flavor out, and then you gradually add some ginger garlic paste, a bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
That's like a classic marination. I've just added in the green chili to give that extra heat.
All right.
So this one will not only tenderize it, but also give the spice and the salt right through the meat.
All right. So it's going to be flavored right from the inside, and I'm going to just have surface flavor.
Exactly.
We talk about this every time
Every
we
time.
meet.
And I stick to it all my career. I mean, I've done this in and out. So what we do is once the chicken is marinated, we keep it for at least an hour,
Okay.
or preferably I would prefer it overnight,
All right.
because that is how I do in my restaurant, so that whoever comes here, my clients, my guests, my customers, every bite of chicken or the lamb, you have the flavor right going through.
How
Exactly.
awesome. So we will marinate this and be back. So now it's been an hour. We had tea, we had coffee, we had nankatais, everything is done.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is our second marination time.
So second marination, as the name suggests, Feta Malai Tikka. So we basically do a Malai marination. We add the feta, tempered feta in it, and also a slight bit of twist, which is my way of doing the traditional Indian food. Let's go through it.
Okay,
How to do what.
let's do it.
Sure. First, I take the Labneh or the hung curd, what we call it as,
All right.
and
So this is better than using actual yogurt because it's not going to dilute your flavor because this is already so thick and
Yes.
thick.
absolutely. And then what I do is I take some cream cheese in it.
Cream cheese also.
Yes.
So there's 3 kinds of cheeses in this.
Absolutely. So
This is a quattro formaggi. Well,
yeah,
without
more or
one.
less. What happens is, I mean, the more creamier it is, the more mellow it gets, and it gets the flavor right through.
He sold me the more creamy it is, the more cheese it is. I'm like, yes, bring it.
Yes.
You know, I prefer this over pizza, so I'll take this.
Please. And what I'm going to add also is some grated Amul cheese, apna ghar wala.
Amul should give us like deals now because we talk about them so much.
Yeah. So and now, apart from this, we are also going to add in some spices.
Okay.
So to give the particular flavor, otherwise it's like bland cheese totally. So what I'm going to do is I'll add some green cardamom powder,
All right.
which gives that richness, that kind of flavor to it. I add in the garam masala.
All right.
This is again homemade.
I can steal it later.
Yes, please. A bit of Kasoori Methi.
Oh, also powdered.
Yes.
Oh.
We generally get the whole leaves and like roast it and powder it off. I mean,
See, this is why you come to Amala and to nice Indian restaurants, because I'm not going to do all this work at home.
come on, a bit of effort is always helpful, you know.
See, that's why I come to Amala. Come meet chef, he'll give you excellent food.
Some white pepper powder. I mean, we generally avoid the dark spices. Garam masala, yes, because I want to give it my flavor.
Yes.
Now, garam masala. What is garam masala? It's basically an amalgam of spices which you personally like. You can reduce the dark spices to an extent. Don't make it a bigger quantity because it tends to make it bitter. So you add in the green cardamom, bay leaves. You can also put in some green coriander seeds as well.
Oh.
So it differs from palate to palate.
Okay.
So my garam masala it generally contains less of darker spices, more of the lighter spices like fennel seeds, cumin seeds and all.
This makes me feel good because I always feel bad that my garam masala tastes so different from other people's.
Yeah, so it's all about your palate.
Exactly.
I added some white pepper powder
Okay.
to make it sure the creamy marination is there. And I also added some sugar.
Alright.
The sugar is basically, because it's a Malai Tikka, it's supposed to be mild and mellow. And that's the reason I add in the sugar. And it also balances the flavor of the cheese along with the labneh.
Exactly, yes.
And now let me give it a nice mix.
So this is a great dish for like, time for celebration, Christmas,
Yes,
Diwali, Eid. Brilliant.
Brilliant. And in fact, you can take the same chicken, you can grill it and you can add it to your sauces. Also, you can take the same chicken, cook it in your sauce and make a biryani out of it. So there's always room for better things. Okay. To this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some roasted crushed cashew nut.
All right.
So when you have it, I mean, you get that crunch of cashew nut in your mouth when you're actually eating the chicken.
Is this a normal ingredient for Malai Tikkas? No.
It's not generally. It varies to vary from person to person.
Okay.
I think coming back to Indian cuisine, it's like Indian cuisine was never defined
Yes.
as such. We never wrote down larus or books like that. I mean, there are good books like Prashad and there is Rotis and Naans by Purobi Babbar. These are really good books. But then when you come again, Indian food is not defined. I have my clientele coming to Amala who have a particular taste bud, who come for that classical food. So I maintain that authenticity, yet slightly give them a better taste by adding these kind of ingredients. But again, not diluting the original flavor.
Yes. Very interesting.
Here it is.
All right.
Our marination is almost ready. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my local love to it, I can say. So this is basically feta cheese which was tempered earlier.
All right.
We did it.
And how do you temper it, chef?
Tempering, basically, it's very simple. You take some feta cheese, you crush it with the tip of your finger, you heat a pan, take some oil, just cumin, ginger, garlic and green chillis.
Oh.
And then add it to your feta cheese and just mix it up.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Gonna make for some interesting dips.
Yes. So this is your marination is almost ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take those pre-marinated chicken and mix it in this marination.
All right. So really, it's about a lot of steps and not that much of work. You just mix and you.
It's mixed and it's the when you mix it and how you mix it. That's the whole thing about it. Again, once I add the second marination, I leave it in the marinade for like say like couple of hours or 3 hours, so it seeps in, the marination seeps in, and of course then we can grill it. But again, here I've added one more extra step. I know you are kind of getting it finding it complicated, but then it's easy process. Once you have the ingredients in place, it's just mixing and mixing.
Okay.
That's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this chicken, I'm going to smoke it.
Do you let it sit for some time or do you smoke it straight
You
away?
can smoke it straight away.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is the smoke and the marination settles down gradually. It takes some time, like 2-3 hours, and both the flavors are right through the chicken.
All right, so we'll be smoking this when you return. So now is the most interesting part. What I've been waiting to learn is the smoking of the chicken.
Yes, exactly.
Tell us your secrets.
It's nothing major secrets as such. It's a basic, simple process.
Okay.
I'm sure, many of us know it. I just want to do it practically rather than just saying it in the recipe.
Okay.
At least we get a hang of it. We get to know. Before I smoke it, I want to add one special ingredient, which is I love it. It's a Kashmiri dry red chili, which are slightly toasted in oil.
All right.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chilies. I'm going to crush it nicely.
That's it.
I'm going to every chef has his own love for certain ingredients. I love this, and the reason why I'm putting this is it complements well with the flavor of feta, the sharpness and the saltiness.
And now the spiciness.
Absolutely. So it's nicely marinated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to align the chicken on the edges of the bowl.
I need a deep bowl for this. Can I do this in a vessel?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
You can do it in a vessel. You can which will give you some space in the center and something you can cover it up.
All right.
So once we align the chicken in the mixing bowl, it's all set for smoking. So smoking is very simple. You take a pieces of charcoal, small pieces. You keep it on your gas burners, or maybe you can keep a mesh and then on the charcoal on top.
All
and
right.
switch on the gas on a slow flame, not on a higher flame because it tends to splutter around.
All right.
So on a slow flame, it tends to burn, and then you'll get some charcoal pieces like this. You just keep it, place it in the center.
All right. Don't drop the charcoal all over your food.
Yes, that's very important. So just be a bit cautious while handling the charcoal. Once the charcoal is there in center of the chicken, you can see, it's weighty to get smoked.
Okay.
Yes. So what I'll do is, I'll take some crushed cloves and green cardamom. These are the spices which generally go well with meat, chicken, like that. I'm going to just drop it a bit, and you can feel the aroma.
Oh, I can smell it.
Yes. So now the real part of it is getting some clarified butter or ghee preferably. So you add in that, and you can see the smoke coming in.
So I've never done it with spices before. I've only ever done it with the ghee and the charcoal straight away.
You do it with the spices, and immediately you cover it as tight as possible with an aluminium foil. The reason being, you don't want any of the extra smoke to go off. Let it concentrate it.
So now what do? We leave it for?
We leave it for like 2-3 hours. Let the charcoal subside and the flavors go into the chicken, and then
we cook.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bit of a butter paper.
Okay.
So what happens is with the cheese and the cream and everything, it tends to stick. So we can use the butter paper, or the second option is use a non-stick pan.
Oh, excellent. And
so it makes a bit. It doesn't allow it to stick and burn.
Okay, and you were saying I can do this in the oven as well.
Yes, that would be an even better method. You straight away take the chicken, you align it in a tray, and you put it in the oven at around 160-165 degrees Celsius for say 12 to 15 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's excellent. Okay, chef, let's do this.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll give a bit of oil so that the weight of it presses the butter paper down.
All right.
And I will stir it away, it off. Slightly decrease the flame. So basically what I did was I started on a slow flame. What happens is because of the white marination, you have to be very gentle while cooking it. That's why I mentioned a lower temperature like 165 degrees Celsius. So now what happened is the chicken is getting cooked slightly. So now it's time to turn it. I'm sure we got the desired color. You can check it out. The perfect grill marks on it. So again, I'll turn the other two to see the perfect grill marks.
So roughly how long, chef, for this thickness?
Like for this thickness, it will take around 10 to 12 minutes on a lower flame.
Okay.
See, I've increased the flame just to get those grill marks prominent enough.
Okay, so technically this is done.
This is done.
And we are going to just go out and plate now, correct?
Plate. And one more technique, if I can
Yes.
please add. If in case you don't have a butter paper, you want to grill it straight away, start on a lower flame, put slight bit of water on the side, and then grill it. What happens is the water tends to give the moisture and it doesn't allow it to stick along with the oil.
Like the dosa makers?
Yes, but on a slow flame.
Alright.
Because obviously high temperature, water, oil, it's a disaster calling.
Okay, alright, so we'll plate next.
Absolutely. So the chicken is ready to be served with the nice tangy and the salty and the hint of spice in it.
Ooh.
So let us put it on a plate to be tasted by my friend Nicole.
Plating time.
Yes. Let me go very simple and let me keep it real, not
Okay.
the Savoy cabbage and all that stuff. Let us keep it simple, the chabyas and all. I mean, that is how I love it.
Yeah, Savoy cabbage is brilliant, but for other things.
Yes. So I kept some onions, some fresh desi nimbu,
Okay.
squeezed it on top. Maybe somebody needs a more spicy. I add some green chili.
Not Nicole. I don't
Yes.
need more spicy.
So I align the chicken, or I mean, you can serve it in a platter when your family and friends come all together. And this is something I'm just elongating the recipe a bit. So,
He's making it better, okay?
yeah, you can say that. So this is just basically a tempered cream with some jeera, ginger, garlic, green chili,
Okay.
and the cream reduced. So it gives that extra flavor on your malai tikka.
So this is masaledar malai.
Absolutely.
I named it for you.
Yes, actually, I should have did this recipe before.
I will name all dishes in the future.
Yep.
Okay?
And that's all. I mean, it's
That's it?
simple, it's straightforward, full of flavors.
So I'm gonna taste it now, chef.
Yes.
All right. I like that you did it with chicken breast, because I personally like things like with chicken breast. Yes. Oh wow.
Get the salt.
I was worried that it would be overcooked or something just because it's chicken breast, but it's
Yes.
not. It's still moist inside,
Yes.
and you can taste the feta and the cream cheese and the Amul cheese, and then all of the cheese that I put into it as well with my cheesy line. It's really good. You know what I really want to do with this?
Yes.
I want to get like this really nice garlic naan.
Okay.
I want to put more masaledar malai. I want to put the kebabs. I want to roll and it's like,
Heat it up.
it is so delicious. It
And
is.
I would add on the green chilies in between to get that punch.
That is for chef, okay? He can handle the spice. I will die. But chef, it's delicious. I hope people make this at home. I mean, I'm going to pack this and take it home now.
Sure.
But Chef Pravish, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
All right, it is wonderful
As always.
as always. And thank you guys for tuning in. And make sure you'll come down to Amala here at Jumeirah Zabeel Saray and meet Chef Pravish yourself.
Always.
With our very own celebrity chef. Oh, sorry.
Great chili. Oh, sorry. Should I have to start
No,
again?
no, we just started. So it's been an hour. We had coffee, we had chai, we had everything.
Yes.
So chef, what is the second marination?
Okay, the second marination is basically what we call as a malai marination.